Hey beauties, let's get right to it and see what message is here for the collective today. Hope you guys are doing well and in high spirits overall. This is the Ethereal Tarot, okay? Ethereal. What message is here for you today in the collective watching this? Whenever you're seeing this, it's timeless. Please only take what resonates. If something is negative or confusing, wow, you can always cancel or clear. When we set the intention for high vibrational truth, healing, clarity. Interesting. Right away, first of all, you could be juggling something here, or somebody in your world, you could be worried that they're juggling. This could also have to do with being mistrusting, guarded. This is the wounded healer energy. It is connected to Sagittarius season as well. I do feel a tight throat chakra. That Ace of Swords was flipped up in the deck as well. So there could be challenges with communication right now, or something that needs to come out or surface. Journaling is a great idea at this time. Now, this can also speak to a need for more balance and more boundaries, okay? And you could be learning right now how to implement that, how to implement both. Not for things to be so one-sided, but how to do both, how to balance something. Maybe it's how to still be open, but then to also have boundaries. Or maybe it is how to focus on, your work and your social life. Or maybe, it's something like this. But there's this spiritual energy here, spiritual teaching energy here, higher learning coming through. Some of you could be experiencing like ghosts or paranormal. You know, that could be a bit heightened at the moment, or you could be noticing that more. Maybe more visually. That could also be some kind of a new gift that's coming in. I'm also hearing ghosts of Christmas past, so a lot of that past energy with the retrograde shadow, Venus, everything that's been happening could be expressing here some form of, past energy that's finally going to be able to be cleared, or it could be creating a lot of smog or smoke or confusion right now, so that ultimately it can be cleared, okay? So remember, when you feel lost, or you feel in that confusion, or you feel, just try to be with that energy and know that it's giving way to something clearer. And the more you can be with the energy rather than try to ignore it, distract, avoid, right, the easier it will be essentially to go through that clearing process. You could have two interests right now as well that you're just like not sure about, or you're guarded about. You could be waiting for some kind of information to come through. You could be not totally sure if you want to resurrect something here. It could even be a past life connection or tie that you have. You could be recognizing more and more, your own deeper mysteries, what it is you want to see, solve, do, feel, how you are already very interconnected to everything, and you experience that. And, is it really them, or is it just your experience? Is it just you? Is it really them, or is it the whole story? Is it the whole energy together? Is it really one facet of this whole story, or is it everything? And is it really worth resurrecting something here? This could also literally speak to you going through a lot of personal reflection, struggles, judgments. Like, how do you view yourself? You could be actually going through a intense process with how you view yourself right now. But I feel like, again, that's actually a very healing process. It's going to give way to more clarity for you and less harsh judgment on yourself, less, being really intense to yourself here. Mind, body, spirit. Don't neglect your health. I do hear that. Don't neglect your health, okay? Okay, wow. It's like you have multiple options or paths for your healing and for your wish fulfillment here. There's not just one, there's not even just two, there's multiple, okay? It's something like, don't let these define you. Like, don't let the path define you. Like, you create the path. You are the energy on whatever path you go. Like, you are the source. You are well, you're part of the source, right? But you are the source of that energy, of that emission. And really the expression that you feel the most, that excites you the most, or is the most sustainable to you, you know, that you can be maybe consistent with, or whatever, that's going to be the most valuable one, right? That's going to be the one that means the most. We do have Aquarius energy with the star, Taurus energy with the Hierophant. That is sticking out to me, but it's a lot of earth energy. Focus on our pentacles. Focus on our earthly experience and vessels. There could be some healing with family actually coming up. Family tree, lineage, roots. You could be healing a bit here, even with your like family in this life as they are now. I don't know if it's really intentional, but it could be connected here to you standing your ground with something, you know, fighting through with what you know to be true, fighting through the unknown, leading the way, trailblazing, blazing that path, you know. You could be setting an example. Maybe this is unintentional, but you could be setting some kind of an example, or you could be holding your own, or upholding your own boundaries here in regards to family, okay? This can also be, yes, your intuition is right. You've been pushing with something that you've wanted to push with, good. That's because there's a drive there, and there's a reason for the drive, okay? Really, there's a reason. This Page of Cups, I feel with it on its side also, like it's as we move forwards, it's almost like something can feel equal parts a blessing and a curse, but I don't really feel curse. More, I just feel like there's work, like it's a blessing and there's work, but it's like you're happy to do the work here because of the blessing. It can also be some kind of news. It's like it's good news, it's positive, it's a good surprise, but it's also equal parts not a great news or surprise. Like it's equal. And then this message came up recently, so this is coming up again. There's a lot of sevens, so there's a lot of luck, a lot of spiritual energy, but also a lot that's been hidden, a lot that's been shrouded in self-doubt or confusion or fog, or just, where will this path take me? Will it actually be successful, or will it actually bring me to this place? A lot of these kind of questions. There could have also been, some reevaluation of where you're at, maybe not liking totally what's been built, how it's been built. I am getting this energy. For some of you, this could be entrepreneurship. You could be discouraged, or you could feel like, where is it going? What is it going to bring? Okay, this is, of course, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, but it can speak to an independent person, somebody who is working on themselves, on their own career, on their path, on being established here, on their passions, pursuing their passions in some degree. But you could see she's been through a lot. Okay, she's got some intense shadow sides, a lot of shadow integration and work here as well. But she's been through a journey, okay, many journeys really, but they've been intense. And there could be some, I'm hearing self-inflicted pain, doubt, also just some extra worries, extra concerns that don't really need to be there. They don't have meaning or value, okay? Even though they're valid, that you experience that, they're not really necessary, okay? This can also speak to the hidden facts, the hidden truth, okay? Again, not feeling totally content with what's been built, or maybe it's not giving the kind of monetary gain or value we're hoping, something like this. Well, with the Page of Pentacles here, this is really nice, because what we see is some kind of a new fresh opportunity or a new fresh start. This actually might reduce your expenses. I don't know what this is, but I feel like your expenses are going to be reduced, which is going to give you just enough relief or more clarity that you will actually be able to establish a new opportunity here. You know, this might be a new source of income, revenue. It could be the beginning of a new relationship. It could be heading somewhere. You could be going somewhere, a new start, where there's a cost cut, or I don't know, something different here. I feel kind of excited about that. Eight of Swords. This is where I think you've been. Can you give a little more about the context, please? I feel like you've been in a more disempowered. Eight of Swords is like very much, there's the wheel, very much disempowered kind of energy, or where we feel trapped, stuck in our insecurities, in our head, in our mind. Okay, this could be where you've been at for a while. I'm really getting insecurities. But it can also just speak to feeling, you know, like you don't have any control, whether it's of your thoughts, your mind, or your reality, your environment. This is a disempowered vibe. You could have been struggling with these two energies for a while, like trying to be in this established, empowering, but it's like you're withering away, and at the same time you've got that disempowerment, right? And it's making things uncertain, or keeping them where they've been, is what it could feel like. But again, I see you getting a breakthrough. This is it could start as just a small suggestion, a small opportunity, but it's part of a breakthrough here. And again, some kind of expenses are going to be reduced for you. Enough. It doesn't have to be like drastically. It could be, though. It could be like cut in half. But it's just enough that it's like giving you the liberation or freedom of movement or mind that you need. Wow, you're finally going to get some kind of clarity, relief here. This is coming up in the near future, from lack, from scarcity. I feel like you're going to understand why you've been in lack, why you've experienced scarcity, rejection, abandonment, feeling lonely, isolated, left out, not having enough. Like this winter energy of just, I feel like you're going to understand. Also, it's interesting because on this image, there's like this nest thing. Like this ball. It almost looks like, what's in that, you know? We don't really see it. Are you in that? You know, is this you inside of yourself in this energy? Are your pentacles in that? Is there something that wants to be birthed in that? And look at how it's, you know, it's circular, like our sun energy here. I feel like all things have their place and purpose. All things in nature. Nothing really wastes in nature. So I feel the same here when I see this. It's like, if you've been in this lack energy, it's all about alchemy. And some things I know you can't force, like you can't make it faster or something than it is. But there's a reason, there's a purpose, there's something being served. And when we set manifestations and wishes from our heart into motion, a dream is a wish your heart makes, you know? When we do that in life, we are in alignment to the manifestation and the fruition of that most often. It's a very like ominous, and it's an unexpected path usually. When we hear that a lot, but when you actually walk it, you're like, wow, I never expected that, you know? But that's the thing, is like you don't expect the how. You just keep knowing that your intuition, your pull, your drive, like what you've been doing, whether you feel it consistently or not, is a part of that alignment. that genuinely all these forces are working for you, not against you. That you are working for you, not against you. Even when sometimes you think you're working against you or things are working against you, it's working for you. Really. That's the real thing. Is can you see too, like, you know, how that's happening, the message in that. You guys remember, you can always email us for personal reading inquiries if you want to go more in depth, okay? FrequencyOfTheHeart@gmail.com. It's in our description box below. You've been putting in some kind of consistency, consistent effort, whether it's about your work, your finances, your mindset, your relationships, your body, your home. Some kind of consistent thing here is pulling more happiness, light. It's effective. It's effective, okay? There's effectiveness here. This sun energy is beautiful. You are going to get that sun energy. Right now you're in this divine waiting. You've got protection, divine timing, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here with the Queen of Cups. This can be you and your feels, you and your intuition, you tuning in. Look at how little this cup is. Look at that little baby cup. Because she's like growing it. She's still growing it. You know, it's got a crown. She knows that someday it's going to be a queen or an empress or a queen, king, whatever. But that it has to grow. And the more she listens and feeds that and tunes, the bigger it gets. Waiting. There's some waiting. Guys, there's some waiting, okay? There's really some waiting. Gaining new perspectives while you wait. Having revelations while you wait. Having spiritual experiences in the waiting. It feels like waiting physically, but there's a lot going on in the etheric. There's a lot going on in the spirit, in the soul, in the energy. And energy is very real. It doesn't feel real always to us because we haven't been taught that really. But if we were taught that, it would feel as real as anything. When we're kids, we know it's real. You know, it's losing the magic as an adult is almost just losing our connection with reality. And energy is reality, you know? Yes, what manifests into the physical is also reality. But the both are reality. And the energy world speaks through the physical. So when you lose the magic or you disconnect from the energy, well, the physical world starts to look a bit more mundane and like you're just walking through it rather than walking with it, or that it's not interactive when everything is interactive. So sometimes we're just trying to kind of reclaim our remembrance of magic, of energy, which is really not magic. It is and it isn't, right? It's just existence. It's how it works. It's just how it works. All right. Anything else? Please and thank you. Well, if I ever, by God, like, what is this? What are you walking away from? What are you moving on from here? Aw. Are you walking away and moving on from this can be a situation where this could be a mother, expectation of mother. This could be a path you would walk down where you would become a parent or a mother. This could be somebody you've been nurturing or giving a lot of energy to, okay? This could also be you neglecting yourself, okay? Whatever this is, emotionally, you are detaching from that, okay? You're feeling a little confused, conflicted, perhaps uncertain about that detachment, about your choices, about your navigation, okay? I feel like, yes, move on. This is good. You know, I feel like, yes, move forwards. This is good. That's what it feels like, okay? Because something could be draining or something could be constricting or restricting here. And why the Seven of Cups? Please and thank you. I hope you're not walking away from your power, though. I don't think you are, because the reading doesn't say that. Seven of Cups. The Six of Swords again on its side. Because it's like you're just about to move on. You could even be moving moving abroad, traveling over the water. It's like you're just about to do this. But you're looking back like, is that right? Did I do that? Was that the right decision? What should I do from here? Am I crazy? Do I know myself? Like, what did I do? Maybe I'm this way. Maybe this happened. Like, what if, like, maybe, you know what I mean? It's all of that. And I feel like, again, this energy is here right now. So there's nothing wrong with that. And just one more for the Empress in reverse, please, and thank you. Why is the Empress in reverse? Some of you could have started like a soul connection in the recent past, maybe the last few months, 4, 5, 3. That it was very triggering. There was a lot of triggers. Okay? Yeah, some of you could have anxiety from a mother figure or from being in that position of caregiving, or this could be from self-neglect, okay? Or it can speak to literally having anxiety about being in your power here fully. Aligning to paths that could maybe put you fully, maybe you feel like you're not ready. But I don't feel like that message to me feels more like the more fear side of things. This really looks more to me of, I guess, listening to your anxiety, which is actually the way you're doing it can be very empowering in like your intuition, that you are emotionally empowering yourself here. You're emotionally detaching here. And you could be even shedding some layers of the ego here, okay? This can also speak about femininity. There can be some anxiety around femininity somehow, or feminine. And especially in the past. And maybe you're finally able to you're trying to finally get yourself to process and move beyond, you know. So this soul connection, though, this could have been with a younger or more immature air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this is also like something that could have felt like it was being forced or fought, or there was triggers that came up somehow, or like a fighting kind of energy, a drama here. And somehow that's linked to this Empress energy. Oh yeah, you're going to let this die off. You're going to let this transition. Especially if it's been draining you. Especially then. I do see you really deciding to walk away from something and then maybe feeling like, is this right? You know, is this the thing? I'm excited for what is up ahead, because no matter what, you've got the sun up ahead. Okay? So it's not just about the future. It's also about now, here and now. I mean, are you feeling some kind of freedom or relief now? And can you tune into that? Beyond any worries or confusions you have, like, what can you partake in now that gives you a sense of relief? I know for me, I'm very sensitive, but it's like when I am feeling overwhelmed and stuff, usually it's a good opportunity, and it doesn't always work because some days are just what they are, but it's a good opportunity for me to set my phone down and focus on myself. I need to water the garden. I need to nourish what I have going on. You know, I need to eat or cook or clean up or focus on my work here, you know, to focus on releasing some of the energy here and the psychic energy and letting that flow, or releasing some artistic energy, or just giving to myself, knowing what I need to do for me. Right? Exercising, whatever. Look how messy this always is. Sorry. You know, and it makes so much sense to me, like, because I really see the position of everything, but it really doesn't look super appealing. Yeah. Last message, I would just say for this reading for now, I mean, we could probably go more into everything, but it is kind of getting long. By the way, you've been manifesting a lot in your alone time, okay? You could have ignored or not made a decision here as well. I'm getting air energy there as too, okay? You've also got this King of Pentacles showing through. You got all the kings, basically. The Emperor here. You are moving away on putting something to rest that has needed to. You're crossing the river. You're crossing this lava river here and unbinding your future from the past. You know, sometimes the past keeps our future bound, right? Keeps our present bound. And I feel like this is whatever you're going through, it's like that's what's happening. And I'm excited for you. With the sun here, I'm excited for you. Okay. You guys, I'm going to leave it there. Even though I can feel that there's more messages. My gosh. Some of you, there's like new. You're going to live somewhere new. You're going to travel somewhere new. You're going to move on from something that you didn't ever think you could. You're, you know, in this process of meeting a new love. There's so much here. It's wild. But for now, au revoir, and have a lovely night, or day, or morning, wherever you're at. Thank you for tuning in.